Coach Todd.
I'm Matthew McConaughey.
And that's Brooklyn hanging out over there. Welcome back to another outfit workout. Today's workout is going to be our 40-minute boot camp workout. For our boot camp workout, you are going to be using either one dumbbell or one kettlebell. I'll be using the kettlebell. Coach Cole's going to be using that dumbbell over there. We're going to start with about a 10-minute strength piece, and then we'll transition into an 18-20-minute conditioning piece. We'll start all that with a warm-up in just a minute, though. Besides this format, we also have two other formats that we usually use. We have a 20-minute body weight only format, and then 10-minute abs. So we have 3 new workouts that we upload every week. So before we get in and you get all sweaty, do me a favor, please like the video, and then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you get notifications when we upload those new workouts. One last thing before we get into that warm-up, I just want you to notice that both Coach Cole and myself, we're indoors, we're going to be working out, and we're not wearing any masks. We're only doing this for the purpose of this video. We are in the middle of the pandemic still. We still have to get through it for a few more months, hopefully, which means wearing masks, everyone wearing masks to help keep everybody else safe. We all need to do our part. Please trust that we do ours outside of recording these videos, and we hope that you do the same. With that being said, it's time to get sweaty. Coach Cole, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's start on the floor super quickly. We're going to have a nice quick seat today. We usually start standing, so why not? We're going to place our feet out in front of us, right about here, a little bit wider than you squat. What I'm looking for is some 90-90 hip twists. We're going to go for hands over the knees. Both knees are going to go towards the floor to the right, and you're going to pull them right up through the center, up on over to the other side. That's 1 time back and forth. We're going to go 10 times back and forth. Turn the hip flexors on. Some of us might feel pretty solid doing these. Some of us might feel a little bit tight. That's cool. You have to wiggle your feet closer or farther apart to make it feel a little bit better. That's fine with me today.
I feel like you should warn me when we're going to do these.
So you can warm up for our warm-up?
I need to warm up for the warm-up, yes. It is pretty cold here in New York City. I feel like over the past few times we've recorded, it was during or right before a snowstorm, and we got another one coming tomorrow.
Here we are getting another one tomorrow. Yep.
So I don't know if we're good luck or bad luck. Good luck.
After the 10th one, we'll stand back up. Continue being mean to Todd today. I need a nice big arm circle on the right. Left hand to the right hand. Left hand to the right hand. Left foot to the right hand. Same thing on the opposite sides. 5 each side. 10 total.
She got a haircut.
Didn't get a haircut.
It's sharp. What do you tell them when you go in?
When I hear something, this is controversially brave. Every time I get a haircut, if they want a general idea, I'll give it to them. But I will tell whoever's doing it, you know what you're doing more than I do. Give me a haircut that looks good. Every single time. It has almost never failed me.
That is pretty
brave, right? We're gonna widen the feet. We're gonna go for 15 air squats up and down. The reason being is that from working in the fitness world, this is one of the reasons,
He's a coach.
Sometimes I have conversations with people when I'm like, oh man, I wish they would trust me that I've done this a million times and seen this a million times, and that like this is how it works, and probably this is how it should be done. And I bet people who do hair for a living get that quite often. People thinking they know better than them because, you know, it's different, it's your own hair. But I don't know, I always think the hairstylists know more than I do, so I'm gonna let them do what they do best. And like, my hair's usually pretty short, so what's the worst gonna happen? I'm also fine with a buzz cut, so if I ever hate it, get it off, get it away. Finish your 15th air squat, 50 jumping jacks, out and in. I feel like Todd's like loading up his comment on that right now.
I can't decide if I want to or just move on.
You should try it, it's such a thrill sometimes.
I don't need to try it.
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, I had the same haircut for 18 years. Number 2 on the side, 2 fingers on top. You can't mess that up. But I will say,
yeah. Go ahead.
You got a comment to say something about that haircut?
Nothing to say about that.
Number 2 on the side, 2 fingers on top. That's the haircut.
It's been a while since we've gotten that, hasn't it?
Tough times.
And we'll finish out with 5 inchworms, super quick. Hands on the floor.
All right.
5, that's 5. Walk it out. Find a push-up. Walk it in, roll it up. Do it 4 more times. I don't know, there's a point in my life where I had really long, blonde hair. So, ever since then, I always think, like, I can't do worse. I can't do worse than that.
All right. Take a quick second. You got about 30 seconds. We're going to talk about the first part of our workout, our strength portion. We got, what, 3 different movements to take a look at, and then we'll be going in. The thing is, you say they know more because they cut hair all day, right?
Right.
Oh boy. You've had your hair cut all of your life.
We get different haircuts.
Well, clearly, when you say do whatever you think is good, you're going to get a different haircut.
I don't know. I mean, like,
So my point is saying, like, you're an expert on your hair living through your life, not them. They're just an expert on it.
I could disagree with that, but
Well, that's fine.
for another time.
That's all the rest. That's all the rest that they're getting. So we'll put pause on that. All right. So we have one of my favorite formats, one that I think is growing on Coach Cole, and that's our 10-minute unbroken AMRAP, where once we pick up the weight, we're going to try to not put the weight down the entire 10 minutes. We will be switching from side to side, so you are going to have rest when you work on one side. You can then switch, but the goal is not to put the weight down the entire time. We have 3 movements we're going to be combining today. First movement is going to be a deadlift. So if you have a dumbbell, you're going to be grabbing it by one head. One head's on the ground. So we're hinging at the hip here. Let's take a quick look. Got a nice neutral back. He's going to be opening up his hips, so he's going to be squeezing his glutes. Go ahead and stand that up. So let's just do 3 for us. So we got 1, going down, lightly touching the ground, coming back up for 2, going down, lightly touching the ground, coming up for 3. From here, we're going to pull it up into a goblet position, and then we're going to do some goblet squats. Let's just do 3 since we're doing 3s. 1, keeping that chest up as high as possible. 2, going below parallel. 3, when you're doing that squat, and like always when we talk about, you want to set up with your feet about shoulder width, toes slightly turned out. After we get done with those, we're going to get it to your front rack position on your right hand side. And then from here, we're going to do some push presses. So he's going to break the knees, and then he's going to drive through the hips, finish with a press overhead, coming down, shallow, break the knees, and then pressing overhead. So he's going to do 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and then we can go ahead and put that down. So those are the 3, thank you, coach. Those are the 3 movements we're going to do. The deadlifts, the goblet squats, and the push presses. We're going to start with sets of 2 deadlifts, 2 squats, 2 push presses per side, and we're going to make this an ascending ladder. So the second round is going to be sets of 4, third round is going to be sets of 6, and we're going to go all the way up, see how far we can get in 10 minutes. First goal, try not to put the weight down. Second goal is seeing how far we can get up in that unbroken ascending ladder there. You got about 30 seconds. I'll give you like 45. You got about 45 seconds until we get this clock started. How are you feeling, coach? You think we're gonna get through not putting it down?
yeah. I mean, that's always my goal for these, is to not put that dumbbell down. This workout has a little bit of like a tease. It's almost like a bait, like someone's fishing, where when you put that dumbbell down or coming on the deadlift,
Almost.
where do we start to count? Ooh, I pressed it a little bit. Cool, so nice gentle tap right back up if you want to hang on the whole time. If not, and you're going to rest the dumbbell on the floor because you need to, do it on the deadlifts. Makes no sense.
But don't do that.
But don't do that.
But don't rest.
Cool.
You ready?
Stick your computer on the ground, that way you'll tap it really gently and you won't drop it.
So
Don't do that. That's not on me if you do that.
A, don't do that. That was a joke. B, we released a couple weeks ago. We were in between workouts, and so we were watching some gym fail videos, and we were reacting to them. So if you got 9 minutes to kill, you can go ahead and find that in the channel. If I remember, it's only a 25% chance. I'll put it down in the comments. But all that to say, what was coming up in those videos a lot, this must be what the youth are doing, is people would be using, say, like the row machine.
Yeah.
So it's a metal
Seated?
row, yeah. Just an example, but like that type of machine with the stacked weights, and then you put the pin in, right?
Or put the phone in the stack weights. Yeah.
A lot of videos, you're doing your roll, you pick up, and someone grabs your phone and sticks it in there. So now if you lower it, you're going to crush your phone, but you're stuck in this position where you need to keep the weights back.
I mean, 10 years ago that was a $45 weight, and now it's up to like $1,500 to do that. So. Oh, you want to use that clock?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to
We're going to go in about 20 seconds, because Todd told me he was going to use that clock. If he did that 10 seconds, 2 deadlifts, 2 goblet squats, 2 push press on either side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Okay, 2 deadlifts. to goblet squats. Front rack position, right hand side. Push press, push press. We gotta switch sides. Push press, one more. Push press, great. So now we're going down to the fours. 4 deadlifts. 4 squats. Getting into that front rack position. 4 push press.
Todd's moving nice and fast to begin. I'm taking it a little bit slower, considering 10 minutes is not my forte. I'm not putting a weight down.
So, we were talking about, as we get through this, heading into the 6s here, maybe taking a brief rest on the floor when you're doing those deadlifts.
Only if you need, not necessarily if you want.
We've talked about this in a lot of videos before, that a great place to also try to catch your breath and rest is going to be in this overhead position. So I'd much rather you take a second here, go into your next push press, second here, go into your next push press, instead of thinking about putting the dumbbell down on the ground. So, a little counterintuitive, I know, for a lot of people to think about resting with that weight overhead. But if you have sufficient mobility and you have a straight line from your shoulder to your elbow to your wrist, you're not doing a lot of work holding this into position as you might think.
We are 2 minutes in.
All right, took a little time there to talk, heading into the 8s. If you got neighbors downstairs, you're probably not slamming this weight down, which is good. All right, 2.5 minutes in, so probably settled in by now. Starting to feel a little bit of a rhythm. 25% there. Probably the push presses are going to be what fatigue first and maybe the most in this workout. So again, if you're going to slow it up, this is a good time to slow it up when you have it up overhead. All right, look at that, 3 minutes in. Time's flying. It doesn't feel like 3 minutes for me.
Feels like about 17 for me. Kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna be going into my sets of 10 here. First thing is gonna be my deadlifts. As you start to go and you start to fatigue, it can be easy to start to round your back if you're not paying attention and not really moving with good form with those deadlifts. So, try to think about it. I want to be thinking about taking my hips, pushing them back, back, back. I'm pushing them back towards the wall behind me until I get down to the ground, then squeezing those glutes to come back up. So hips back, focusing on keeping this chest up, to keep my back nice and neutral.
No one's ever come to you and said, like, this is how I've been deadlifting since high school, so I'm going to deadlift like this?
Have people ever said that?
Yeah.
Yes, all the time. I mean, not those exact words, not that exact movement,
Sure.
but the gist of that for sure.
So you don't think a hairdresser would feel the same way about hair?
I think there's a good chance that person might not be right in what they're trying to tell me. I thought this conversation was going to go somewhere else.
No, that's my exact point.
Right.
That's how I feel about my
But
hair.
how I move is not on top of my head every day, all day,
Obviously,
for everybody to look at. And how I move is on average, universally agreed upon when it comes to movement patterns and whatnot, on average.
It's more subjective, I get that.
Hairstyle, I mean, what if that person's having a bad day and you look just like their ex?
That person's having a bad day.
Yeah.
Wait,
Bobby the barber's having a bad day, and Cole looks like the guy that just broke up with him.
well, he's not gonna purposefully like sabotage my hair. Is that what you're trying to
That's what I'm alluding to, yes.
All right. Think about that. We're past halfway. I have a little over 4 minutes left. Rest overhead here if you need it. I would love to take a good breath overhead and contemplate my.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Your haircut looks great.
Well, now you're just saying that.
Okay.
I can't even say thank you because I had nothing to do with it. You know, like you can thank my hairstylist. Just kidding.
You paid for it, I guess. I don't know, you can buy a new car and someone can be like, oh, congrats on your new car. And all you did was buy it.
That's a fair point.
Stop selling yourself short, coach. Okay, we got our last 4 minutes.
But really, if you break that one down, you're just basically saying to me, wow, you have a really nice $40. And I'm like, thanks so much.
$40. That's how much with tip? Without tip? How much?
What? That's a pretty cheap haircut from New York City. I think. I mean, I could easily go get a haircut for like $100 if I wanted to.
Okay. So, besides listening to us bicker, you're about 7 minutes in, hopefully not having put this thing down yet. So if you've gotten this far, I really want to challenge you at this point not to put it down. Slow it up if you need to, take a break overhead if you need to, but try to not slow it, try to not put it down. You got just 3 minutes to go. You're 7 minutes in. All right, almost at that 2.5 minute mark. Again, what do I mean? Resting overhead right here. Quick breath, next rep, quick breath, next rep.
Oh yeah. 2 minutes left. Hang on for a minute. If you haven't put it down yet, just like me, don't put it down now. You can do it.
You got less than 2 minutes to go. Remember, when we get done with this, we're gonna take a break, get some water, talk about the movements for the next workout, the conditioning piece. So all you gotta go is just for a little bit over 90 seconds of still holding on, still moving like you can before we get that break. All right, less than 90 seconds to go. You got this. How you doing, coach?
I'm doing great. Just try not to let it go.
Just over 60 seconds to go.
What number are you on?
14. But I might have done the 12 twice.
Yeah, you definitely did 12 twice.
Yeah, okay.
I'm definitely on 16.
I got a little confused. Less than a minute. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go, 45 seconds.
Hang on for about 30 left. At least finish those reps that you're on right now. But we're gonna end the day with a rep no matter what. So keep that dumbbell or kettlebell off the floor until you hear us say time. Whatever we say when the clock ends. That's it. What do we say? Time? I mean, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, we're gonna find out what we
We're
say
gonna
in
find out
about 15
when
seconds.
Now I'm really stressed out about what I'm gonna say when this clock goes off.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. We'll let Cole count us down here.
3, 2, 1, and the That's not what I say.
All right, nice job. 10 minutes later. Woo, nice job. Get a drink of water. Catch your breath.
All right, here's another thing I had as we're talking, or coming down here for a second. You told me that this person would sabotage my hair because I look like their ex, which is definitely not a likely scenario. Hold on, I don't really care about that. It definitely makes people, what makes my hair, very happy and excited when I tell them, do what you think looks gonna look good. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm more likely to get them to put in more effort by giving them free reign. Because a lot of people's like, oh yeah, really? And they just go for it. You know? Do you see that?
I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I just feel like, personally, I enjoy the consistency of a look. And so having potentially my look change every 6 to 8 weeks or how long to get your haircut.
Send this video to your friends, tell them to like, tell them to subscribe. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, Todd will be doing a haircut where he goes in and he says, do whatever you think looks good. And that will happen. Only if we get to 10,000 subscribers though, so keep liking and subscribing. When?
Only when.
See, you want to do it.
Only when.
All right, grab that last drink. We'll stop talking about hair for the day. We're talking about our workout. I will talk. I'll talk and you'll demo. Does that sound good?
I love that. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. We're going to run our very good old 60, 50, 40, 40, 30, 30 of work, and then we're out of here. Classic. A little bit of conditioning. Love this format. Really great mentally because you go down all the way until you're done. All right. First 60-second round. We got 4 movements back to back to back to back. With 60 seconds rest at the end. All of the other second windows work exactly the same for your 50s, your 40s, and your 30s. Your first minute of work is 3 burpees. Todd is going to hit the ground, hop on up, and he's just going to give a little hop with his hands overhead. You're doing that fast the entire day today. Love it. Cool. 3 deadlifts. Adjusted the deadlift. Make sure that. Do me a favor. Put that on the ground. Cool. Once you hop on the floor for your burpee, as you reach for your first deadlift, just let the hips go back, come down, so you reach for that first nice tall rep. All right, you seem to like the deadlift. Once we get moving with the first rep, some of us get a little lazy in the setup. Cool, so check your hips are back and down, shoulders nice and tall. First and last one. And last one as well, you're right. Second minute, we are doing 10 taps with the toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 push-ups, 1, 2, 3. Todd's keeping his arms nice and squeezed in with his elbows. He's keeping his body in a nice straight line on the floor. He's tapping the kettlebell 10 times with his feet. Awesome. Third minute, we're going to do single arm overhead sit-ups. Todd's going to lay full back on the floor for me. His feet are going to be nice and straight out in front of him. He's going to extend one arm up above his chest, punching to the sky. He's going to continue punching to the sky as he sits up and down 3 times on his right arm. Then he'll switch 3 times on his left arm. All right, we go side to side, 3s each time. That minute's going to be kind of a long time. Take a breath when you switch from right to left. Keep on sitting on up. Punch to the sky. Cool. His last minute is going to be a front rack. He's going to front rack the kettlebell. He's going to do 1 thruster for me, so he's going to get a full squat, punch overhead. He's going to leave that up overhead. He's going to do 2 reverse lunges. Big step back. Big step back. He's going to do another thruster. Lunge, lunge. He'll do a 3rd thruster. Lunge, lunge. You can put it down. And he'll switch arms and do the same 3 thruster plus lunges on the left arm, right arm, back and forth. Cool. 60, 50, 40, 30, 30. We got 30 seconds until we're moving. Our first minute is 3 burpees, 3 deadlifts. It's coming in 25. Continuity. Don't notice the kettlebell changing color.
Shut up.
Well, it's a different color.
Shut up. No,
We're going in.
No one
5, 4, 3 burpees, 3 deadlifts, 2, 1. Here we go.
All right, so remember, we're starting off with 60-second rounds. We got 4 stations, 60 seconds, then we're going down to 50, then we're going down to 40, 40, 30, 30. So this will be your longest one. So let's try to push through it. 3 burpees, 3 deadlifts. 15 seconds in already. Coach School's got 1 round done. Like Coach School was saying, now that we're moving faster, this is our conditioning piece. It's easy to not pay attention as much and think about, I got this rounded back because I'm not paying attention, pick up the kettlebell. Nice setup, shoulder width, hips back, hips back. Nice form for all those deadlifts. You got 15 seconds to go. After that, remember we're going into 10 taps and 3 push-ups. 10 taps, 3 push-ups, 10 taps, 3 push-ups. We're gonna be going into that in 5 seconds. 10 taps in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Each tap counts as 1.
Nice quick feet, 3 quick push-ups. Well, not a lot of time to transition here, so go back, go forth, keep moving, keep grooving.
Coach Core already mentioned this, but when we're doing these push-ups, we want to think about having our wrists under our shoulders and keeping the elbows tucked to the side. Not uncommon to see people doing push-ups with those elbows flared out when they're doing them. Numerous reasons why we won't want to do that, but just the one reason I'm going to point on today to hopefully let it sink in is if you were snowing a lot in New York right now, if I was going to try to help get a car out of the snow, I'm going to set up right behind it and have my hands right next to my body and help push for the strongest position, not having my hands out and then my elbows out. So I think about elbows in, wrist pushing.
3, 2, we're on the floor for some overhead sit-ups. 3 each side, keep punching to the ceiling.
So when you're doing these, try to keep that chest nice and high and push through to get that bicep next to your ear there for every rep. 3 per side and then rotate. If you have tight shoulders, if the shoulder mobility is limiting you, just go as far as you can. Just kind of recognize that that's the issue, something that you can address later. Over halfway. In fact, you got just about 20 seconds to go. The next and last station today is going to be thruster, lunge, lunge, thruster, lunge, lunge, thruster, lunge, lunge, and then we're going to switch sides. That's happening in 10 seconds.
5, 4, making your way to your feet. 3, 2, 3 on that right side. Squat, punch, step, step. 2 more.
So when you're doing these, big step back, forward shin should be vertical, driving through the heel of that forward foot. Get done with 3 on one side, switch sides. You got just over 30 seconds to go. Then we got a minute of rest. Just over 20 seconds.
Oh boy, here we go. 15.
10 seconds. Then we got a minute of rest coming.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and minute off. Good.
Woo, 60 seconds of rest. Same stations, going down to 50 seconds out.
Never heard the car analogy yet. That's a good.
Grew up in Western PA.
Western PA.
A lot of snow, a lot of cars to push.
And I grew up in upstate New York.
There's a lot of snow there too now.
A lot of cars too.
Yeah. All right, 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. You got the pattern now. You don't have to listen as much. Kind of just do 20 seconds. 15, 3 burpees, 3 deadlifts. Going in 10 seconds.
Here we go. Now we've got to breathe in. Turn it up a little bit. 3, 2, 50 seconds. Here we go.
One round. I like one round where I go super fast.
Hey, that's better than none.
And then that's the one that I post on social media.
Oh.
So no one's the wiser. I'm just kidding. That may have happened last week, but that was an accident.
Actually, that's a funny thing. I've been tempted to live stream my squat sessions.
Well, that sounds fun.
But just so I can't like do this thing where I sit around and do nothing. I thought maybe that would help me get a little bit.
Wait,
watching me. No one's gonna watch it, but like, 10 seconds, 3 more reps. 10 taps and 3 push-ups. Coming in 4. 3, 2, here we go.
I don't know. There's a lot of people, I mean, years ago, someone was trying to get Alpha to do a Twitch channel for that same thing. People sit around and watch people play video games all day. Not the same thing, but there's somebody. Or how many gyms have you been in? And they're playing like old videos of meets and things like that.
Yeah, but those are elite level lifters, not this guy.
I know, but the problem is, how many times have they replayed those same videos? So, I'm just saying, there may be a bigger audience than you think.
Maybe you're right. For a brief. 2
Overhead sit-ups.
overhead sit-ups. I wasn't even thinking for the audience though, I'm thinking for me. If I know someone's watching, I can be more focused.
Oh, I see.
I'd be a little more diligent and not sit around and play Pac-Man on my phone.
Well, you can work out when the gym's on empty. When there's other people in the room.
Yeah, but
You got a live
it shows times when I'm working.
Oh, I see.
Not always, but also, COVID times, I want to respect people's gym space, and if I don't need to be there while other people are around, I probably shouldn't,
15 seconds, and then we got our last station coming up, thrust and lunge.
Also, I like to play a lot of drag race podcasts, or drag king podcasts more. Over 3, 2, 1, and I know nobody wants to listen to those with me, so.
Thruster, lunge. Here we go. Then we got 50 seconds of rest.
Step. Step. Squat. Punch. Step. Step.
You mean you play drag race podcast over the speakers or on your headphones?
Oh yeah, on my headphones.
20 seconds, and then we got
a good podcast recommendation, Sibling Rivalry. Bob and Nick, it's my favorite. But yeah, that's, I can only listen to so much music since lots of my working time is spent listening to music. Resting in 4, 3, 2, there we go.
All right, we got through the 60s, we got through the 50s. Brooklyn woke up for a minute here.
We're on some 40s, it's a lot better than 60. You gotta do it twice though.
I think we can stick with the sit-ups maybe for the 30s. We can try somewhere. 30 seconds. What we got first? Burpees and deadlifts. Burpees and deadlifts.
15 seconds off. Hit the floor, stand back up. That's all you have to do to burpee. And breathe. You have to do that somewhere in there to burpee. 3, 2, down and up.
All right. 40s go a bit faster than the 30s. Than the 60s. I know that sounds obvious. But you should be able to sustain that faster pace a little bit longer. 15 seconds.
Would you rather a minute of a plank or a minute at the DMV?
10 seconds. A minute at the DMV? That's nothing.
Hey, you think until you watch the clock at the DMV. 3, 2, 1. 10 taps, 3 push-ups. Feet moving.
10 taps, 3 push-ups. 30 seconds to go.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right back down.
You drop faster on your push-ups than you do your burpees.
Yes, that's true.
10 seconds.
Because my burpees, clock in a second, 5, overhead sit-ups are coming, 3, 2, 1, good. Keep on moving. Anyone's wondering why that is, because my push-ups, I'm keeping attention to my arms, because I'm being strict-ish with the push-up. On my burpees, my arms go completely floppy on the floor, and if I let myself go down that fast with my floppy arms, I would like flop onto the floor.
You learn how to deal. 20 seconds.
I have chipped a tooth doing a burpee before.
Woo! 15. After this, we got thruster lunge, 10 seconds.
6, 5, 4, squat punch, step. Here we go. Get it up. Oh, we're going all 40 seconds on our right arm. Forgot about that.
Are we?
You haven't switched yet because you haven't done 3, so it's super easy, just don't switch.
Just over 20 seconds. 15.
Stay on that side.
10 seconds. We got rest coming up. 5 seconds.
3, 2, last one. Good, put it down. Past halfway through that.
This is our 20th workout. 40-minute boot camp workout.
Feels like our 100th.
It does. It may have been. This is our 20th one we put on YouTube.
It's not our 100th.
It's not our 100th. Maybe our 40th? I don't know.
I'm gonna guess 26.
You think we only did 6 before this? No, we were doing 3 a week for a few weeks.
That is true.
All right, we're back to the top, still 40-second rounds. Going back in 5, 3, 2, 1. Burpees, 3 burpees. 3 deadlifts. Again, keep that chest up, keep that back nice and neutral. Still pay attention to the form, even though we're trying to move at a nice speed. 20 seconds. 15. Less than 10. Next is coming up toe taps and push-ups.
Couple reps here. 4, 3, 2, and good. Tap and drop.
10 toe taps, 3 push-ups.
It's like you're doing very soft, gentle push-ups. No noise at all in that one.
For you?
Yeah.
20 seconds. $15. We got 10 seconds, overhead sit-ups.
Get to the floor again.
It's gonna be coming up.
4, 3, you can stay down if you want. 2, 1, sets of 3.
3 per side.
Oh yeah, get that core working now.
30 seconds. 20 seconds. Almost there, just over 10.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squat, punch, step.
Left side only this time.
Or right, whichever one you didn't do last time. Yes.
Thank you.
You have no idea, then go with the left. Probably a fair bet you did the right first. You're righty.
We got rest coming up, 40 seconds, and then we got our 30-second rounds. 20 seconds to go. Last 10 seconds.
6, little bit more of the rep to come. 4, 3, 2, and fantastic. Time off. 40s are done, 30s to go. 30s half of 60, we'll get there nice and quick. All right. Finish it out today.
Loving it. Loving it, loving it. You know what almost happened today?
What?
A lot of saltines.
Oh. Oh boy. Gotta let me know before that, I gotta hydrate. Serious.
15 seconds. And then we got 30-second rounds. Starting with our burpees and deadlifts.
All right, 3 burpees, 3 deadlifts. 4, 3, 2, same speed or faster. Here we go.
Synchronize them with us if you like. All right, you're already halfway through. 15 seconds in, 15 to go.
Seven, 6, keep going. 5, 4,
Toe taps, push-ups next.
2, 1, get those feet moving. It's only 30, not a lot of time to waste.
10 toe taps, 3 push-ups. Over halfway. Just over 10. Five seconds. Overhead sit-ups.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let that core keep on working.
20 seconds. Ten seconds. 5 seconds.
4,
Thrusters and lunges.
3, 2, hop on those feet nice and quick. Grab the right arm and go. Squat, punch, step.
Big step back. Big step back. Halfway. All on this side, remember. 10 seconds.
6, 5, finish it out for the beat. 3, 2, there's no beat. Beat. Last round is coming.
Last 2 minutes of work coming up. Almost there. Such a good job, you're done.
20 seconds. We're on for the last one. Finish with your best for the day, or the morning, or the night, whenever you're watching this. Going in 10. 2 whole minutes of work.
3 burpees, 3 deadlifts.
5, 4, 3, come to the floor. Here we go. Even though if you want to move faster, that's awesome. Hips down, chest tall, and pull from the floor. Always, no matter what.
Just over 10 seconds. Last time for burpees and push-ups. Sorry, burpees and deadlifts.
4, 3,
Toe taps,
2,
push-ups.
keep moving.
Here we go. 10 toe taps. 3 push-ups. Just over 20 seconds.
Get those feet right on moving again with your confident step in. Long as your time.
10 seconds.
6, 5, keep going. 4, 3,
Overhead sit-ups.
2, sit on down, dumbbell overhead. Make it happen.
Last
Less
time.
than a minute for the day. Be proud of it when you finish today. No matter when you finish. The workout done is a workout done.
Over halfway.
It counts. You're better for it.
You got about 5 seconds, and then we're going to do our thruster lunge.
3, 2, here we go. Hop up, left side. Finish it out. Right through the clock today. No reason to go earlier if you hung on this thus far.
Halfway. 10 seconds. Finish it out strong here.
7.
You got this.
6, 5, 4, one more rep, 3, 2, 1. Woo. There we go. Woo. I'm tired from that workout, honestly. Nice job out there. Take a breath. Have to wait out. Nice job, boys.
Yeah, nice job, everybody. Nice job. All right, so. How you working? Whoa. So if you made it this far, congratulations, great job. 40 minutes, and you're all done. As a reminder, we also do have 2 other formats, 20-minute body weight only workouts, and then 10-minute abs. What did you get there?
That's a wacky.
What did you get?
Wow.
So if you haven't already, but you're still here, like the channel, please, and then go ahead and subscribe. It really makes a big deal for us. The more people subscribe, the more people that are able to see it from the algorithm. Workout gear that you see that we're wearing, workout shorts, workout shirts, they're all available online, so if you scroll down into the comments, you can see them. We have workouts here in New York City, so if you're in New York, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, every week, one of these days I'll get there. You can come join us, information's down there. And then lastly, hi. There it is. All right, I was about to get hit. Lastly, oh, I don't know.
He doesn't know what he's talking
I
about.
don't know. With all that being said, you get out of here. I'm Coach Todd. I'm Coach Cole. That's Brooklyn. We'll see you next time. What?
She's so
What did I
happy.
do? I take care of you. I feed you. You just attacked me.